morning. First, I wanted to say thank you to the Youth Council for inviting me and considering me to share with you some words. I also wanted to acknowledge some of my co-workers here, teachers who are in the district, as well as students who came out to support this. I am a resident of the city of Passaic. I am a student assistance coordinator at Passaic High School and an anti-bullying specialist, and also the founder of H.I.V.E, helping individuals visualize excellence. And so, in talking about mental health and how it relates to drugs and alcohol, one of the things that I want to really press upon is the stress part of mental health. Stress embodies our bodies, it embodies our minds, and it takes over and allows us to make decisions that are not healthy decisions. And how stress affects us, it affects our sleep, it affects our bodies, it affects our mental, the way we think, it affects so many different elements. And where that stress comes from, that stress can come from any environment, any part. As you know, since we have been in this pandemic, I'll just talk about that. Since we have been in this pandemic, some of us have our change of pattern. We have been affected by our eating habits. We're eating more. We were not exercising. We were stuck in the house. We were, not communicating, and that in itself has affected a lot of us, not just youth. It has also affected us as adults as well, and learning how to deal with that, and learning how to speak that out and talk to someone and share with someone. Many of us, due to this pandemic and being under stress, have lost loved ones, and we couldn't properly send them off, and that was affected. That has affected me. I was personally affected by that type of stress. I was affected by just my health in itself, my mental health, just losing loved ones and not being able to say properly goodbye. So how I got out of that, I started exercising. I started focusing on my self-care, because sometimes we can give so much of ourselves to other people and forget about ourselves. We need to start focusing on ourselves. We need to start exercising. We need to get proper sleep. And how that relates to drugs and alcohol. A few weeks ago, I did a presentation working with the Station House Adjustment Program, and not knowing the background of the children who were participating, only knowing what was given to me. And we began to talk about peer pressure, and we began to talk about stress management, and we began to talk about conflict resolution. And in talking about the stress management and the peer pressure, I learned that half of that class, 16 students, were engaging in alcohol abuse. They were engaging in alcohol to soothe what was going on in their lives and what was going on in their world. And in their world, we had one student that was dealing with parents who were going through a divorce. We had another student, there were issues with a sibling and a parent. And then there were others who just loved to smoke for whatever reason, because that's how they dealt with their issues. What I'm saying is, the underlying issues were leading to bad decisions. And those bad decisions were leading to decisions that was affecting them as far as their health. When we talk about stigma, a lot of times we think not being normal is okay, and it's not okay. It's not okay to be stressed. It's not okay to deal with issues and think that not sharing with someone or talking to someone is okay. That's not normal. Find someone. Share what's going on. It's easier to relieve those issues and to relieve that stress. I will be one to say that I am here to help you. I am here to support you. I was talking to Melissa, and I want to thank you, Amy, for starting this. Let's talk. Let's have a weekly check-in chat to see where we're going, what's going on. Because we are all under some form of pressure, some form of stress. And just because you have your story, you have your issues, and you think nobody won't understand and no one could relate, you will be surprised. You are not alone in this. So, again, I want to say thank you to the Youth Council. I'm here to support you, not just as a SAC or an employee of Passaic School District, but as a resident of the city of Passaic and as a concerned citizen, not just for youth, but for adults and for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much.